It can take months or years before these women arrive, but once they do, they have reason to smile. They have traveled long distances to receive treatment for obstetric fistula. A fistula is a hole in the birth canal that develops most commonly during prolonged and obstructed labor, when a woman goes hours and often days without medical intervention. Most always the child dies and the fistula leaves the woman unable to control her bladder or bowel movements. A devastating physical injury, fistula causes deep emotional and psychological wounds. Women who suffer from fistula are often outcasts in their own community. 70% of women who suffer from fistula end up with no living children, further isolating them from the traditions of their community. 2 million women live with obstetric fistula, most of them in sub-Saharan Africa. An estimated 50 to 100,000 women across the developing world will develop fistula in childbirth each year, enduring what has long been eradicated from mothers in the industrialized world due to advances in obstetrics care. The continued existence of obstetric fistula is a dramatic example of what can happen when women lack access to basic health care during childbirth. Obstetric fistula is both preventable and treatable. When women have a skilled attendant at childbirth and have access to a cesarean section in case of emergency, the incidence of fistula is greatly reduced. Fistula can be repaired by skilled surgeons and nurses, and in the matter of 1 or 2 hours, these relatively simple procedures restore dignity and hope to thousands of women each year. For 60 years, Direct Relief International has been committed to expanding the quality, availability, and access to health services for all people. We strive to identify the most talented doctors and nurses in resource-poor settings and provide them with the right tools to help them do their job better. A principal focus of this effort is on maternal and child health, and more specifically, interventions that directly address the specific threats to women during pregnancy through childbirth. Supporting obstetric fistula repair and prevention programs is one of the many ways we are accomplishing this. Since 2003, Direct Relief has delivered essentially needed medical supplies to fistula care providers that are changing lives one surgery at a time. In Ethiopia, Tanzania, Liberia, Somaliland, and Kenya, Direct Relief has identified organizations that are providing fistula prevention, repair, and rehabilitation services, and has committed to helping them increase their capacity to provide this care. Over the next 5 years, we plan to expand our support to 15 countries worldwide. As the global community works toward the prevention of fistula, Direct Relief's partners providing fistula repair and rehabilitation services play a very important role in improving the health and well-being of women and their families, restoring their dignity and hope, and helping them return to their communities. For this, they are grateful.
We're happy now, we're fat, see all my girls there. We're fat, everyone of us, we're healthy, fat. You see that? Everyone of us, so we say thank you to you, thank you to our people. Say very much thank you for that beautiful help for us.
As a partner in Somaliland remarked, "We are very delighted to report that 2 of our former repair ladies have returned to us pregnant and had cesarean sections to deliver beautiful, healthy babies. This was our reward." This is Lindsay Polachek for Direct Relief International.